Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with part 12 of the Dark Souls 3 full playthrough walkthrough. In this section of the walkthrough, we're going to go through the Consumed King's Garden, which is a optional area that is accessible immediately after defeating Dancer of the Boreal Valley. If you've never joined me for these walkthroughs before, this is a Let's Play style walkthrough where I'm playing as I record and as I talk, so it's a little live. I do edit these down and clean up, the background noise or whatever, but for the most part, just a casual playthrough. I'm just going to explain my way through it for you. These guides are meant to make these Souls games easier for you and much more of a relaxed atmosphere rather than the panic-inducing horror shows that they can be sometimes. Okay, so just to recap, we have defeated 3 Lords of Cinder. So we've taken down the Abyss Watchers in Farron Keep. We have taken down Aldrich the Devourer in Anor Londo, and we've taken down Yorm the Giant in the Profane Capital. After doing that, we were transported to High Wall of Lothric, and we fought Dancer of the Boreal Valley and killed it. So now we have access to effectively the end game. But there's quite a lot of optional stuff in Dark Souls 3, so we're going to start with that first. Okay, showing my character stats, currently level 77, 32 Vigor, 26 Endurance, 19 Vitality, 40 Strength, 15 Dex. We're primarily doing a Strength build. Eventually we'll actually do this as a Strength Faith build, but I don't think we're going to get too deep into Faith, by the end of the playthrough. Okay, so I'm using the Butcher Knife plus 7, the Grasscrest Shield, Lugatil's Mask, and the Mira set. I have the Night Slayer's Ring, Covetous Silver Serpent Ring, Karthus Milk Ring, and the Estus Ring. Alright. I also have an Estus Flask plus 8, and I have 13 of those. Cool. So we should go to the Dancer of the Boreal Valley bonfire. And then, you know what's funny is I don't actually know this woman's name. High Wall of Lothric. Wikidot. Let's check out what this lady's name is. Characters. Emma, High Priestess of Lothric Castle. So when we were transported back, Emma died and gave us a key item. That key item was the Basin of Vows, which is a chalice used in old ceremony in which Lothric knights take their vows. It is only a formality now, but it remains as an empty practice. Place this basin at a statue of a beheading knight, which is right here. So we place the basin, and then this unlocks the ladder above. I actually feel like this item, the basin, was supposed to be given to you at a different location. Because it's weird to me that Emma gives it to you right here, and then the statue for you to use it is right in front of Emma. I just find that a little weird. Or maybe Emma was supposed to move around? I don't know. Just a little strange. Alright, so up the ladder, you can't actually go to the right because you would actually drop off here. This is not actually an illusory wall. Don't get duped. If you'd like, you can go forward, and I'm almost positive there's a bonfire in there or just around the corner, which is weird. Too many bonfires in this game. But instead, we're going to go to the left, to the Consumed King's Garden. Okay, so this is a shortcut door. This will open a little bit later. This is a pretty short area with one boss, Oceiros the Consumed King. That's him. There is a Paladin Knight here. So you want to be mindful. You should know how these guys work at this point. Ow. As I get destroyed. Alright. Very good. Get a large Titanite shard. And then we can proceed down. We are, however, going to... jump off this elevator here. You can take it all the way down, that's fine, but you'd miss out on a couple treasures. So there's one here. This is an Estus shard. I will also tell you that when you return here in New Game Plus, there will be additional items. Certain items only appear in New Game Plus. You can drop over here, grab this, which is a Titanite chunk, very helpful. And you can see over there already there's a pus of man. So that should give you an indication of, hey, things are going to get real in the Consumed King's Garden here. Alright, so this area is poisonous. You want to be very careful. And what we can do is we're going to come up here and fight this paladin. Yikes. And we're going to try to be careful while doing it. Because I don't think you can actually attract the pus of man while you're up here, but it's still, it can be a little scary. Wow. That was a late second hit on the shield. Alright, get another, oh nice, Titanite chunk again. Okay. So there's a number of slugs underneath, and there's just a ton of pus of man here. So what you can do is take out your kukri, try to target them, throw a knife. There you go. Just get their attention and then bring them up here if you can. And this will allow you to sort of deal with them in a bit of an easier fashion. I don't think he's actually going to climb the stairs, though. Yikes. Yeah. Actively trying to avoid that from happening. This area is just very loud because of these pus of man. Oh, damn. Alright, well, that actually gives my stamina a second to... There you go. That actually gave my stamina a chance to replenish. It's so much quieter now. Crazy. Alright, so there's a number of items in the swamp for us, but I want to try to be careful about this. Shadow set, always fun. Claw. And some black fire bombs. And there's something over here as well. We are toxified, which kind of sucks. Luckily, I think I still have a couple blooming purple moss clumps. I'm not going to use them just yet, because I feel like there's actually a treasure over here as well. Yes, there is. Ring of Sacrifice. And we may as well just check the other side, although I don't think there's anything. Yeah, this is also why you want to jump out, because otherwise you get let out into the toxic swamp. Okay, very good. Cool, so let's try to take care of this other pus of man over here. I feel like the Shadow set actually has decent defense against poison. Nope, actually less than what I'm wearing now. Okay, try to come over here. Deal with this fine gentleman. Damn. These guys just thrash around so much. Ugh. Yikes, man. So loud. So loud. Okay. I think there's one or two more. That was that guy. Let's come over here. Wake this guy up. treasure under here. Dark gem, helpful. Alright, I'm gonna come up here. We can get the drop on a couple of enemies if we pay close attention. That's not any of these, though. Alright. Just trying to be mindful of the surroundings here. Alright, here we go. Actually, you know what? Let's just use these. So these guys are really weak to fire. So you can use those black fire bombs you found, or any that you might have in your inventory, and take care of them a bit quicker. All right. Beautiful. Titanite chunk. Okay, so that is basically this whole lower area. But there's still quite a lot to do. And so we can jump into this elevator here. And then this is going to take us up. But there's going to be a couple of exits. I recommend taking it all the way up because what we're about to do is unlock a shortcut. But there's still quite a lot to be done. And since I'm running low on flasks, I'm actually going to take a trip back to Firelink. Alright, so there's quite a few thieves in here. These guys aren't even in the enemy list. God. Oh, God. Sorry, I just get so frustrated with these guides. So coming through here, a bunch of these little thief guys are going to drop down. Yep, there we go. And one of the enemies up top has now buffed pretty much everything in here. So the things with the glowing aura, you want to be careful. Because they do a lot more damage. So I'm just going to take a quick peek around, make sure I didn't forget any items. I don't think I did. There it is. Titanite scale. Alrighty. And then we can come up here. Grab this. Open this door. And then we are right back at the beginning. So, literally, back at the bonfire. So, since we have picked up quite a few Titanite chunks, and since I'm running low on flasks, we are going to go back to Firelink Shrine really fast and level up. Alright, and then we're also going to give Andre that Estus shard we picked up.
What?
Okay. Great. So now we have our weapon at +8.
Be careful. Go.
I'm just curious if she sold black fire bombs. She doesn't, though. That's fine. All right. So let's see if we can level up. I kind of don't think we can. No, we're still a while off. Still 10k off. Leveling up the weapon and the leveling up the weapon and our Estus is the important thing that we did today, though, because this is really the first area where you find chunks just laying around. At this point, you might have had like 1 or 2 in your inventory just from crystal lizards, but you really want to upgrade for this coming boss. And since we've unlocked that shortcut, this gets a lot easier. So we can just come over here. Don't forget to kill these guys. Careful, though, because they can fall. Sometimes the little thiefy guys won't move as you need them to. Also, killing the buffer does not debuff anything. Things can still be buffed, so you gotta watch out. Ooh. Yikes. Great. Okay, so let's go back out to the elevator. And now what we're going to do is, instead of taking it all the way down to the ground level, we're going to jump out. So we're going to get out right here. Back to the consumed King's Garden. There's going to be a number of enemies for us, but going this way gives you the Dragon Scale Ring, but it also allows you to get the drop on some other enemies. So this guy would be buffing enemies if you weren't careful. I do just want to check out this Dragon Scale Ring, see what it does. Reduces damage from backstabs. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we got rid of the buffer. There's going to be 2 knights, however, so we want to be mindful of that. Okay. Hello. Ooh. Just keep an eye on the other one. Okay, that's one. Here comes the other one. These guys have generous backstab ranges. That was kind of crazy. Ugh. There we go. Okay. So that guy always drops the magic Stoneplate ring. I'm just looking around to make sure we didn't forget anything. I don't think we did. Like I said, short area. It's pretty quick. Alright, let's go down here. And if you listen, not even closely, you can just hear it. You can hear the boss. So let's talk about this boss before we actually jump in. Oceiros is a dragonkin boss. He's not exactly a dragon, but he's not exactly a human either. He is bipedal, but then he, in phase 2, will sort of get on all fours, and he can't fly, but he can sort of like run around the arena really fast. Actually, I think he kind of can fly. I think he has an aerial attack. He does have wings, so it's sort of like a chicken. Like, he can't just stay up in the air the whole time, but he can sort of like move around pretty quick. The attacks you really got to watch out for are the crystal attacks. He has a breath that can deal a lot of damage, but also I'm pretty sure forms crystals. It's been a little while since I fought him. But yeah, so let's just check him out. We'll talk through it. I'll let the cutscene play. It's pretty cool.
You ignorant slaves. Finally taken notice, have you? Of the power of my beloved Ocelot, child of dragons. Well, I will not give him up. For he is all that I have.
Okay, so Oceiros has a baby that is invisible. It's unclear if it was meant to be cut or if it was meant to be invisible or if they just cut it out for some weird reason. But anyway, here are the crystals. Gotta watch out for that. he also has a breath. Yeah, you can hear the baby crying, but it's like unclear what that is. Anyway, phase 1 really isn't that hard, but you do want to get out of this because that just has a damage over time. It's like a weird crystal mist. Anyway, you can attack his tail, but just be aware that he does have a tail whip, which you got to be careful of. I'm really gonna lower my headset. I don't want to be shouting. And he mostly just thrashes around in phase 1. Oh boy. You do want to be careful of the staff. And he'll sort of just talk to Ocelot, his baby. Yep, so he can't fly, but he can jump real high and sort of slam. I'm deliberately taking this slow just because I want you to see all the moves. Yeah, when he winds up like that, you kind of just want to roll towards him. And then you'll be able to get in. And then just watch out for the mist again. He'll basically always use the mist when you're, like, in his midst. To use a little bit of wordplay there. Alright, so here comes phase 2. And now he'll basically just start thrashing around. And things get pretty juicy. So you don't want to let him have too much distance. Otherwise he will sort of zoom around the room and just, oh my god, yeah, do that. So even without having much distance, he's still pretty deadly. And like, if you fought Gaping Dragon, it's sort of the same concept as Gaping Dragon in Dark Souls 1, where like his whole body becomes a hitbox. And so it can be really deadly. Ooh, yeah, that tail swipe sucks too. So you mostly just want to watch out for his like zooming and thrashing around. You really don't want to be on uneven ground, otherwise you can sort of get thrown. So that's really difficult. So like I said, he can't exactly fly. Yeah, he does have the Crystal Mist. I was right. He can't exactly fly, but he can like dive towards you. That's the thing you really got to look out for. Ow. I'm deliberately taking it slow, but it's kind of causing me to burn through Estus at an alarming rate, so I'm going to go ahead and try to put the killing touch on him. So that's a breath you got to watch out for, obviously. Going to run towards him. He's probably going to tail whip. Yep, there we go. If you're close to him, you can literally just roll through the tail whip. It's really not that deadly at all. It's when you're at a distance from him that things get a little crazy. Alright, so I think we can actually visceral with him here. Nope, never mind. Ooh, I got a drink. Yikes. Probably gonna tail whip, but we can chop him down. There we go. Alright, so that is Oceiros, the Consumed King. And while the walkthrough is primarily over, there's still a bit of lore to be told here and some sort of hints. So we have this bonfire. We go ahead and light that. And then we can open this door. Alright. So down here, we do have some enemies. You gotta watch out for them. So these guys are Dragon Men, something like that. What's things called? Serpent Man. So these are sort of like the evolution of the serpents from like Sen's Fortress, if you want to think about it that way. We can try to miss a treasure. No, okay. All right. So these enemies are contextual. The next place you can go is littered with these guys. But this room is the really important room here. And that is because of what is on this corpse here. You'll notice that this corpse is sitting in a really specific way. And that's because you pick up the Path of the Dragon emote. So, what you want to do is you want to assign that to your bar. Right here, Path of the Dragon. You want to assign that to your bar. And then this is how you enter Archdragon Peak. You need to use this gesture in a specific spot in Irithyll Dungeon, and then wait 20 seconds, and you will be teleported to Archdragon Peak, which is like the last optional area of the game. So that's how you get the gesture right here. Yeah. And then also in this room is this chest here. So this is a real chest. Get yourself a Titanite scale. And I'm going to leave it here. But there's a lot of hints here that say chest ahead and then illusion ahead. This is an illusory wall. I'm going to leave it for now. We'll cover that in the next part of the walkthrough because I don't want to spoil it for you in this video. But that is the next area. It's through that doorway. And we're going to end the walkthrough here. So, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Dark Souls 3, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.